Let's start off now with the Standard, where we have race against time. And as you can see on the picture there, we have Jubilee still carrying on with their campaigns and insisting that the elections are going to take place. As far as Jubilee is concerned, they are ready for the elections. But NASA, on the other hand, we can see a rally right here, and with the opposition leader, Raila Odinga, with a clarion call that these elections are not going to take place.
Absolutely. And on the front page there, we have some outstanding issues just hours to the election, and it says there Uhuru and Raila deadlock, as well as threats by NASA to sabotage the election. That's right on the front page there. And then there's the controversial election laws that the president has vowed he would sign into law. What I'm not so sure is whether this then would be applicable in this election, considering there's supposed to be a certain period between the assenting and the gazettement of it.
Actually, I think it's 21 days, but they say that he can actually backdate it, number one. Number two, even if the elections were held and he has signed it before the elections, by the time anybody would go to the Supreme Court and all that, they will have been effected into law, which is 21 days. But the envoys also weighed in on this yet again, and they mentioned that it is not best practice for laws to be changed at a time like this. And of course, one is left also wondering, why is Uhuru not signing yet?
Right.
Yet it has already been passed. But it could be, like we mentioned earlier, a game of chess where we have everybody trying to outsmart each other. And if Wafula Chebukati would resign right now, then maybe they would sign it into law.
All right. And, yesterday on the Standard newspaper, it was the headline had cards, Jubilee with their cards on the table, NASA on their cards on the table. When you're playing poker and cards, usually you keep your, your most dangerous card for the last
They say you keep it close to your heart.
Absolutely. But also among the outstanding issues here, Uhuru met Wafula Chebukati yesterday, says Jubilee is ready for the polls, but says he will only meet Raila Odinga after the election.
Yes, and it was actually a surprise, because many people had thought, especially given the statement that Raphael Tuju, the Secretary General for Jubilee, had given. He had mentioned that there is really nothing for the president to discuss with even Wafula Chebukati, given that they're ready for the elections. And they had also mentioned, and if that was Jubilee's stand, that Wafula Chebukati is not an arbiter. His is to ensure that we have a free, fair and credible election. But the president actually did meet Wafula Chebukati, although the meeting seems to have been a very short one. And as we saw from Rita Tinina's report, there seems to have been, what would say, body language was probably speaking more than they would like to tell us.
Right, absolutely. And that's